もう一緒には行かない方がいいかもしれないね。さよなら。
ファリン。食われたんだ。ドラゴンの腹の中で。
Hey everyone, this is Julie and welcome to SOFHAB Reviews. Today I'm doing a review on the new anime, Delicious in Dungeon, and joining me is Rascal Entertainment.
Hello.
Well, this anime combines fantasy with food wars as a paladin and his team travel the land in search of the red dragon that ate his sister. Yes, we're not kidding. And their method of combating it, they're going to cook it into a meal by using new culinary skills from capturing monsters in dungeons. But
before we start, be sure to like and subscribe and click notification updates on SOFHAB Reviews Netflix as well as many other videos.
Yes, and I remember seeing some posts about this on Twix, and I got excited, like, this looks really fun. And then when we watched the trailer, I was like, this is really different. I definitely want to see this is going to be good. And so far, it's really good. There have been 3 episodes that have aired, and we've watched 2. We'll be watching the 3rd one today, sometime after we do this video.
Yes. And when we were first seeing it come up through Netflix's What's Coming in 2024 video, we weren't really sure about it because the title just sounded weird. And we saw the images and the little clips they decided to show. It looked really off. It looked really bizarre. So, well, let's at least try it. It's a new anime. At least we'll be on top of it. And then when it finally came out, luckily it was better than what the trailer entailed because the trailer made it look like it made no sense.
Now, Netflix has another winner with this. And where did it come from? If you're like us and you weren't familiar with, Delicious in Dungeon is a manga series written and illustrated by Ryoko Kui. And it actually started coming out in February of 2014. It just ended last year in September
of
gosh, 2023.
Wow.
It's 14 volumes. We don't have any information, unfortunately, how many episodes this anime is going to be. We're going to assume probably 12 or 13.
Right, maybe for our first season.
Right, that's what it seems to be on Netflix.
And one episode comes out a week on Thursdays. So
Yes.
you can decide at least you can watch it the day it comes out or save it up for your weekend.
So the plot pretty much is Laos, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. He's a tail man, or a human, who must venture deep into a dungeon to rescue his sister Phelan, who you see the first episode get eaten by a dragon.
Right. And I'm sorry, I just realized the whole joke with MHA and Ojiro, his name's Tail Man.
Yes.
So that's why they say he's just normal. Now I get it!
Now what's funny about this character is he's calm and gentle. Actually, he's Shiro. And
yes!
the voice actor who is doing the English dub is Damien Haas, and he has made himself sound exactly like Josh Keaton. So when you first heard it, you were like, is this Josh Keaton? It sounds like Josh Keaton, but it's a little off. But it's Shiro. They just took Shiro and put him in medieval times.
Yes.
So they're playing the game like they did on Voltron.
Yes.
And he keeps going, I want to be a paladin. I want to be a paladin.
You're a paladin!
So now he's a paladin in medieval times, just like in the game. And his goal is to rescue his sister, as we mentioned her name, Phelan, who ends up getting eaten. And they were accompanied, or our company, I should say, because she's not dead yet, as far as we know, by Marcel, and she's a half-elf magician who is afraid of everything, who has issues with everything, who doesn't want to eat anything because it looks gross.
And like, how are you part of this group?
And she's voiced by Emily Rudd. And I think that's the same person who did Nami in the live-action One Piece.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
think you're
sure
right.
it is.
I think you're right.
And then they also are accompanied by Chilchuck, who is voiced by Casey Mongolo, and he's a half-foot or a halfling, or a halfer, as
kind of like a hobbit
anime, right?
Yeah, he's like a hobbit.
And he's a locksmith, and he's good with dexterity and disabling traps. And he looks like a kid. We're not sure yet, but he looks like he's a kid. And he tries not to do fighting. He doesn't know much about cooking or fighting, but he's learning both from Laos and from Senshi, who's a dwarf warrior that joins them and cooks up all these delicious meals.
Yes.
He's voiced by Sung Won Cho. And I told Rascal the first time we saw it, it's Hunk!
Yes.
It's Hunk in medieval times!
Yes, because of how he cooks all of the food, and they go through step-by-step ingredients and things. Now, and the way it's formatted is hilarious. It's formatted like you're watching Food Wars or other shows involving cooking. They're telling you step-by-step what they do, the seasoning and stuff. But the thing is, you can't really replicate this in real life because all they're cooking are monsters and mythical creatures and things that don't exist.
And mandrakes
Right.
like Harry Potter and things that you would not dare eat even if they existed.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah, and it's really a creative idea. You really hadn't seen anyone else do that. Them cooking the monsters in the fantasy world. And their little twist on this is that instead of being trapped in the dungeon, trying to beat the monster, get the treasure, get the life source or whatever, they go in the dungeon, take out the monster, cook and eat the monster, and live in the dungeon because people won't be going in there.
Now, the first time after they kill the first dungeon monster, and Leo says, I've always wanted to eat one.
It's
and
like,
they're like,
why?
oh, and
they're like, why?
And then Chilchuck sees him and goes, oh, well, this is what you do with this and that. It looks pretty good. And he just starts taking it and skinning it and cutting it up and explaining what he's going to make. And like Rascal said, it's like Food Wars because he's explaining to you the process of cooking it and the herbs and the poisons and things he's putting on it and how it tenderizes it. Right. And it's like a running commentary just like you're watching the Food Network.
Yes.
And his voice is perfect for this role.
Yes.
Role because it's like, oh, okay. You could actually in your mind picture this being on TV. And that's what's really bizarre about it.
Right.
It's being written so well. And the voice actor is portraying the character so well. Not Chilchuck, I said Chilchuck. Senshi, forgive me. Sensei.
Yeah, Sensei.
But Senshi is the one who cooked the meal. I'm sorry. And Cho's voice is perfect for this role because he's calm and it's soothing and it's even kill and nothing upsets him. No matter what's happening, he remains chill. And so he says, do you mind if I accompany you? Because I want to cook that monster you plan on cooking. I want to cook this thing you're going to find.
Yes.
So along the way, as they're traveling, Senshi also starts pulling up herbs and different things. And then Marcel gets jealous because she's like, I'm the one who's supposed to be finding the herbs. This is my specialty. I'm the magician.
Yeah, and you look in the book like you're doing almost nothing from your book.
I'm skilled. And so they, in the second episode, they find mandrakes. And then when Senshi tells him the way that he would capture the mandrake, she like, oh wait, but I'm the specialist, and this is what you do. You do this, you do that, and you do the other. And then they ask, well, how does that work for you? And they're like, it really doesn't. So they do it his way. They catch the mandrakes, and then they eat the dish.
Yeah, and they have the screaming ones, yeah.
So when, just like in Harry Potter, if you've seen Harry Potter, you're familiar with mandrakes. So when they go to sleep, she decides, I'm going to show them my way it works. And she gets the book and she reads it, but she's a specialist. And then she does what the book tells her. And then they start screaming, and then her eyes go white because either, when you hear mandrakes scream, you either go crazy or you die, as the legend says. So she's starting to go crazy, so they're talking to her and trying to make sure she doesn't lose her mind. And so when she finishes, she's like, I don't want to do it that way anymore.
Right. It was funny because it said, what's it to do? Oh, you tie it to a rope, tie it to a dog, and let the dog pull it out. So I guess like a truffle pig. And so why do you have to use the dog? Oh, because of the screaming. So you killed the dog to get the mandrake. So how come you haven't done it? I didn't want to kill the dog. They're like, well, then why are you telling us to do it?
It's really a fun watch, and the animation's really good. It's colorful, and I like the color scheme because it's got colors that you typically see in medieval portrayals, live action, and other anime and Western animation, but they're beautiful, they're deep, and they're vibrant, and the environment looks lush at the same time, which is really a good feat, because normally when you have medieval times, either sometimes the people make it too bright, where it looks too bright and too happy, or it's too dark, and they hit a real middle balance here.
Yeah, the only other time we've seen something like that was with Black Clover, where it had a perfect color scheme.
Absolutely true. So this is a really popular manga, and I can see why they decided to make it. It was chosen as the 13th best manga of 2015 in the Book of the Year ranking of Da Vinci Magazine. It's also gotten awards from Kono Manga and it was nominated for the 9th to 12th Manga Taisho Award from 2016 to 2019, so 4 years in a row.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to getting this manga from the library and reading it. You've been seeing some covers come up, and as you can see, they are absolutely beautiful colors. And this is in the genre of seinen. It's adventure, cooking, and fantasy comedy. Fits perfectly. English publisher is Yen Press. And if you've read it, let us know in the comments below. Did you read it during its original run, or did you start reading it after seeing the manga premiere on Netflix?
Right.
So, produced by Studio Trigger. This, again, is Delicious in Dungeon. If you've seen it, let us know in the comments below. If you haven't, it's available exclusively right now on Netflix to stream. Give it a watch. 3 episodes are available. We promise you, you will not be disappointed. Watch it, love it, come back and tell us what you think.
Yes. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click notification updates on SOFHAB reviews for Netflix, with book reviews, and so much more.
And stay tuned for our covering of the full series when it's finished on our Pause on Animation channel.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Rascal, for joining me today.
Yes, you're welcome. It's
And
fun.
always, we look forward to your returning and your witty banter and comments. And if you haven't visited Rascal Entertainment's channel, get there. It's awesome. Over 1,000 videos now of all different types of things, reviews, mashups, and so much more. You'll love it and enjoy.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching.
I'm Rascal.
And I'm Julie.
Have a fantastic day.
Continue to be happy, healthy, and whole. See you next time.